Hello and welcome to Derwent Court. I'm Charles from the iLiving Group, and today you are joining us at our 10,000 square foot commercial to residential building. Today I'm going to be talking to you about VAT 1614Ds. Now, if you don't know what that is, don't worry, I'm going to explain in the video. But we are in Derwent Court, and the topic of the 1614D is a very applicable one, because actually we purchased the building and we had to use a system to allow us to de-elect the building from VAT. Now, some commercial buildings, when you buy, have actually VAT, they are registered for VAT. So, in theory, when you buy that building, you are therefore required to pay VAT on top of the purchase price. Now, that can be a very heavy figure on top of what you're buying. Say, for example, you're buying something for £500,000, you'd have to pay an extra 20% on top of that as the purchase price. And so therefore it's very important to see if you can get around not having to paying that VAT. Now, the relevance of the VAT 1614D is actually a form that you fill in and with your accountant and solicitors to diselect a property from VAT. Now, Derwent Court as a subject property here was elected for VAT, and therefore in theory when we purchased the building we would have been required to pay VAT on that purchase. So we didn't want to do that, and we didn't have to, because we had an angle that we were going to be converting the building to residential, and there is a clause that allows you therefore to diselect a building, a commercial building, from VAT if your purpose is to then transfer it or build it to a residential use. Now, there's another thing to consider when you are buying a building which is elected for VAT. Now, you can buy a building that is elected for VAT and then retrospectively use the VAT 1614D to diselect it from tax. But the problem with that is that you will pay stamp duty on the full purchase price value, including the uplift in VAT. So that margin of addition will therefore be calculated for your stamp duty. Now, when you get the 1614D, you may get your tax back, your VAT back, of that 20%, but you will not be able to claim back the stamp duty. So therefore it is very important that you make sure that your VAT 1614D is implemented before you purchase the property, and that your solicitor and accountant check with the vendor solicitors and accountant that the property is able to be diselected for VAT, and that you can move forward with the purchase beforehand. It's a lot easier to get these things outlined and agreed upfront beforehand before moving forward and actually owning the building and trying to backtrack. So always speak and use your professional team to advise you on these things, but it just gives you a little overview of something to consider when purchasing commercial buildings, that even if it does have VAT on it, don't panic. There are ways of diselecting a building for VAT, but do check with your professional team beforehand. If this is something of interest to you, or you've got anything, any project you're looking at like that, please feel free to reach out and contact us. We'd be more than happy to try and help, or more than happy to share our contacts who can help you from a professional side of things as well. So we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.